Alright, and today we're going to do 3.2 multiplication and division of algebraic fractions. And once again, we shall recap what we have learned in primary school again. So the recap is this: in primary school, if you want to multiply 2/3, multiply to maybe 7 over 11. Okay, what we did here was we simply take 2 times 7 over 3 times 11. So what we get is 14 over 33. Alright, simple enough. And of course, if we say that we want maybe 2/3 divided by 8 over 9, what we will have done is, first I will say I write down 2/3, I change the divide to multiply, okay, and we take the reciprocal of 8 over 9, so it becomes 9 over 8. So okay, here we can take the opportunity to actually simplify. 2 and 8 gives me 1 and 4. 3 and 9 gives me 1 and 3. So eventually I'm left with 3 over 4. Okay, and that is what we have learned basically in primary school. Okay, now we'll see how we can actually apply this right to secondary school. So I will give you a few examples as usual. Okay, the first example that I want to give you is this. Okay, first we'll say simplify. Okay, we have 4p over 9q multiply to 3r over 2p. Okay, first, right, what we can do here is this: 4p will multiply to 3r to give me 12pr. Then 9q times 2p gives me 18pq. So 12 and 18 you simplify, it gives me 2 and 3. P and p will eliminate, so I'm left with 2r over 3q. Simple enough, I believe. Alright, maybe we do something a bit more complex. I want now to try to simplify 4ab square over 15c square d multiplied to 10c square c cube d over 8ab. Right, same thing, just do it step by step. Okay, no need to rush. Okay, we multiply the numerator first. 4 times 10 gives me 40. Then a, right, b square, c cube, and d. So just do it step by step, okay, in alphabetical order. It makes it easier for you. Then 15 times 8. Alright, so it's 120. Okay, a, b, c square, and d. Right, 40 and 120, if you eliminate, right, what you get is 4 over 12, 1/3. So I left with 1 on top here. Alright, a and a will eliminate each other. B square and b, 2 b's above in the numerator, 1 b below. I'm just left with a single b. Alright, single b in my numerator. Similarly, c cube in the numerator, c square in my denominator, I'm left with a single c in my numerator. D and d will eliminate, so I'm just left with bc over 3. That's it for this part. Just give you one more example. Okay, and the example will be this. Alright, 7p cube q. Okay, let me write down the question. Simplify 7p cube q over 3r square s to the power of 5 divided by 14q square r cube over 6ps cube. Alright, just like above where we saw the fraction, what we do, we change the divide to multiply, and then we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Similarly, down here, what I do first is this. I copy down my first fraction. The divide, I will change it to a multiply. So I just take the reciprocal. So it gives me 6ps cubed over 14q square r cubed. Okay, now a lot of algebraic terms, but do not worry, just do it step by step. 7 times 6, I just settle my numerator first. 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, p cubed times p. Okay, 3 p's and 1 p gives me p to the power of 4. Okay, q, there's only one q down there, and there's a s cubed in my numerator. My numerator is settled. Okay, now we do the denominator. 3 times 14 gives me 42. Alright, now I check for any p's, don't have. I check for q's. p, q. Okay, q, right, down here there's only q square, so I write down here q square. R, okay, r square, 2 r's times r cubed gives me r to the power of 5. And finally we have s to the power of 5. All terms are accounted for. 42 and 42 will simply just eliminate, alright, to give you 1 over 1. Okay, p to the power of 4, nothing to eliminate in my denominator, so all I have is just p to the power of 4. Okay, q and q square, 1 q will eliminate with 1 q in the denominator, so I'm simply left with a single q in my denominator. S to the power of 3, s to the power of 5. Okay, there's 3 s's on the top and only 5 s's below, so what we have is s square in my denominator. And finally, r to the power of 5 has nothing to eliminate, so I have r to the power of 5. So if you want to write it nicely, p to the power of 4 over e q times r to the power of 5 times s square. And we are done simplifying this other algebraic fraction. Alright, and that's it for the examples for 3.2.